We will work with federal immigration officials, but this office will not increase our liability or set unwise public safety priorities simply to ease the burden of the federal government. It's important to note that the voluntary detainer requests from ICE are just that, voluntary. These requests are not orders from a judge, and they do not provide me with additional authority to hold someone.
Travis County Sheriff Sally Hernandez, she has defied Governor Abbott's request that she comply with the sanctuary city rules that the president has laid forth. She did a video saying she wasn't going to do it, and we went on the hunt to find Sheriff Hernandez and asked her several attempts to call her office, and somebody finally got back to us and said that she wasn't taking interviews, so we came down here to find her. Now, in the meantime, we're going to take to the streets and find out what everyday people think about their sheriff defying federal law.
Why wouldn't you want a sanctuary city like this? It's a beautiful place to grow up and be part of, to come visit. We depend on a lot of them to do some of the work that we do not want to do. And they help out in businesses that we own and operate. And I think it's a good opportunity for them as well as us.
I think we should remain a sanctuary city and that the federal government has no right to intervene.
What do you think about Hernandez doing that video saying we're doing it no matter what you say?
I'm behind her, absolutely. She shouldn't lose her job. Legally, I don't think she should lose her job.
Greg Abbott is saying that he's going to have a special session to remove her.
You don't want to hear what I have to say about Governor Abbott.
Well, I would say at this point we need this kind of thing. The nation seems to be getting riled up about who belongs in our country and who doesn't, and places where people can feel safe and not feel like they're in danger of being deported are really important in these times.
Do you think illegal aliens should be allowed to stay?
Actually, I do. I think that they should have a right to have their time in the U.S. I don't think we should kick them out, and I don't believe in the border or
What
the
do you think of
wall.
Donald Trump's wall?
I don't agree with it. He's obviously not going to get funded by Mexico to make it, and I don't want to pay for that, and I don't believe in paying for that.
I'm a newcomer here.
Where are you from?
Afghanistan.
Okay. Do you have a problem with illegal immigration in Afghanistan?
With the legal immigration?
People that want to come and stay that you don't want there or that you think should come through legally?
Well, every country, I think, has its own policy on the visa and immigration. So each applicant must see the requirements and eligibility. The only problem is that, the procedure is very long, It's very lengthy. You have to take many processes and...
Do you think it's fair for people who don't go through that process but still come and stay?
No, I think everything should be in the legal procedure, in my opinion. Yeah, despite the fact that it's very lengthy, but we should take the process, whatever it is. My suggestion is that maybe the authorities can reduce the amount of time that is spent on the visas.
I was born in Iran, I grew up in Austria, and I moved to the States in 1994.
Do you think we have a problem with illegal immigration here?
I think there are a lot of problems, but depends on how you define the problem, huh? I think, it's kind of tough to say whether it's a problem or not, but I think, is it an ideal situation? Probably not. Is there an ideal solution? Probably, but there's going to be a lot of consultation.
You came through the process legally, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have an issue with other people who kind of jump the line and don't do that?
Well, I think there are exceptions to every rule. I think, my friend over here, he actually flew in from San Diego yesterday. So this guy actually woke up 45 minutes before his flight took off, right?
What's your point, though, about...
My point is that this guy, had a special situation, and he jumped the line not only at the airport to get his baggage checked, he also jumped the security line, but he had a good point. Obviously, it's probably his fault why I didn't get it on time, but...
Do you think we have a problem with illegal immigration in the country?
I'm a foreigner, so I have no opinion on this.
Do you think that you guys have a serious problem with a refugee crisis going on in your country?
Yeah, I do, and I hope there's a solution soon.
Tell me about the problem.
So the problem is that we didn't register all the immigrants that came in the wave last year, and now we're trying to find the people who are the bad ones among them, and it's literally impossible. Yeah, I think steps need to be taken right now to actually conquer this problem, or we will be. Yeah.
So we saw a mixed bag of opinion here on the Capitol steps in Austin, Texas, regarding Sally Hernandez and her politics. Will she be removed? Will she won't be? The surprising aspect for me, every refugee, every person that has asylum status or a visa, they all think that the process should be respected legally, and people just shouldn't jump the line. I'm Margaret Hall reporting for Infowars.com.